That's right, Susanna. The FBI recently paid a visit to Kelly Hill, not to investigate any crimes, but to teach 3rd Brigade transition teams the tricks of their trade to help the Iraqis better police their streets.
You know, the guy was tied up, there's possibly kidnapping. I'll show you another scene that could be involved in the kidnapping.
If you're in the U.S. military, have a law enforcement mission, and need to learn the art and science of crime scene investigations, who are you going to call? The world's premier crime busters.
The FBI has come down here all of this last week, and they've been teaching us about forensics, how to process crime scenes, how to approach a crime scene, how to prepare to go visit the crime scene.
We were asked to help the Army with their mission, basically to go over and help train the Iraqi police, and they've asked us to come here to help train them on search and investigative techniques that we utilize in civilian law enforcement.
The FBI is providing CSI basic training to 3rd Brigade transition teams, giving them the tools they'll need to accomplish their new mission downrange.
This training is very important. A lot of these guys don't have a law enforcement background, so for a good many of them this is baseline training.
The officers involved in this training are going to be train the trainer. We'll go into the leadership of the police forces in each of the provinces, and we will teach the things that we've learned here.
When we go out and work with the police in Iraq, we'll be able to evaluate their methods, give them recommendations, give them a general knowledge of how the system works in the United States, best way for collecting evidence.
These combat advisors are not only learning how the FBI conducts business, but how to see and think like a crime scene investigator.
You have a crime, and looking at that crime, looking at what are the key elements that you're looking for, the types of things that would help prove that that individual did or didn't do it, collection of those items in order to present it in a court of law.
When processing a crime scene, investigators must be methodical and patient, and they must know what to look for and what to do with what they find.
How to go into a building, a car, a particular location, what to look for, how to look for it the best way, and how to preserve the evidence that's there, from seeing it, photographing it, collecting it, and making sure that you maintain a good chain of custody.
This line of work can be challenging and by no means predictable. You never know what lies ahead or what you might discover, especially downrange.
A lot of times you never know what you're going to get into. You'll know that a crime has occurred and what you're generally looking for. A lot of times you'll go into a residence and you just don't know what's there. Things may be obvious, they may be laying out. You may have to do a more intrusive search. You may think that only I have 1 or 2 items to collect, and then you go into a house and you have hundreds. So on any given day you don't know what it's going to be.
The tools learned here can be applied in any type of crime scene and will be used to raise the overall quality of law enforcement in Iraq.
Each day their procedures are getting more and more stringent. We hope to make sure that they stay ahead of that power curve with their police forces.
Both the FBI and our military work very hard to protect our country and have a mutual respect and appreciation for each other.
I'm honored to have an opportunity to go out there, and if I can provide any kind of help, and I know the team that's here in the FBI is excited about that as well.
They're very proud. They do a wonderful job, and I'm proud to be here and to be working with them.
Huge thanks to them, absolute professionals.
On behalf of Sledgehammer 6, thanks a lot.
Thank you,
we
sir.
really do appreciate it. This has been good training, Hua. It really was.
The FBI provides a variety of law enforcement training that is available to all branches of our military. They support our troops in any way they can to help them to be successful downrange.